An insane chess game. In 1851 in London, with Adolf Anderssen as white and Lionel Kieseritzky as black, played this amazing game, and I was blown away, and I'm sure you will be too. I will be explaining these moves in great depth, and I will make it as entertaining as possible, so enjoy. The opening was the King's Gambit, and that is e4, e5, and f4. Lionel accepted the gambit and took f4, and in response Adolf developed their bishop by playing bishop c4. Lionel played queen h4, getting the king to move and lose its castling rights, but on the other hand, developing your most valuable piece too early leads to consequences, and you'll see why. So, Adolf moved their king to f1, and black played the unsound move, pawn b5. Sacrificing a pawn, Adolf takes and Lionel responds with knight to f6, attacking the pawn on e4. White plays a counter-attack by moving their knight to f3, threatening the queen. Lionel moves their queen to h6, and white plays d3, creating a discovered attack on the f4 pawn. Lionel plays knight to h5. A very odd move, and Adolf plays knight h4, probably creating a discovered attack on the h5 knight and giving room for the queen to develop. Lionel plays queen to g5, threatening the undefended knight, and Adolf defends it by moving it into Lionel's side of the board. Lionel responds with c6, threatening the bishop, but Adolf plays another counter-attack by moving their pawn to g4, attacking Lionel's knight on h5. Lionel moves their knight to safety, and now you are about to witness such crushing play. In this position, Adolf Anderssen played the subtle rook g1, sacrificing the bishop. Lionel is confused and takes the bishop, but little did Lionel know that Adolf had a devastating plan up his sleeve. Adolf starts his attack with h4, attacking the queen. Lionel moves their queen to g6, the only safe square. Adolf pushes the h5 pawn again, attacking the queen, and Lionel moves their queen to g5, the only safe square again, and now Lionel is starting to feel the pressure. Now Adolf plays queen to f3, threatening to take the f4 pawn and trap Lionel's queen entirely. Lionel's options are few and undeveloped, his knight to give the queen some breathing space by playing knight to g8. Adolf takes the pawn on f4, and Lionel moves their queen to f6. Now Adolf plays knight c3, stopping Lionel from taking his pawn on b2 whilst threatening the rook. Lionel responds with bishop to d5 and attacking the rook. It is a mistake because g5 is the best move, as it gets the bishop to move back and get Adolf's attack to be dismembered. But Adolf ignores the attack on the rook and plays knight to d5, attacking the queen whilst threatening a fork with the rook and king, but this is an inaccuracy because now the b2 pawn is undefended and Lionel takes the pawn. Now Adolf plays this ludicrous move, bishop d6. It is a blunder, but it is a psychological brilliancy, and I'll explain why. Adolf wants to get rid of Lionel's bishop, but Lionel can't trade the bishops because it's mate in 4 as follows: knight takes d6 check, king d8, knight takes f7 check, king e8, knight d6 check, king d8 only move, and queen f8 checkmate. So, we now know that Lionel can take the bishop. Now what Lionel actually played is queen takes a1 check. Now Adolf hung his other rook by playing king e2. There are two ways to take white's rook, with the bishop or the queen. If you take the rook with the queen, it is mate in 2, knight takes g7 check, king d8 only move, and bishop c7 checkmate. So Lionel played bishop takes g1, removing their undefended bishop whilst taking white's rook. Seems like a win, right? Well, Adolf calculated this, and this is why this blunder is a psychological brilliant blunder. Adolf now played e5, and a surprised Lionel wondered why Adolf didn't fork the rook and king and defended it by playing knight a6, but it's a blunder because of this crushing sequence. Now Adolf has a mate in 3. Knight takes g7 check, king d8 only move, and now you are about to witness such devastating play by Adolf. In this position, Adolf Anderssen played the crazy move, queen f6 check, sacrificing a whole queen. Lionel takes the queen, and now Adolf finishes Lionel down 21 points of material by playing bishop e7 checkmate. What an amazing game played by these two gentlemen, one of the most revolutionary games at the time. What we can learn from this game is that you shouldn't bring out your queen too early, as your queen can get attacked while the opposition develops and you get overwhelmed, and you will be the most likely to lose. Thank you for watching. Chesskedia out.